when you think about, like, public washroom design, the expectation is usually just this indestructible utility, right? Like stainless steel bolted to the floor.
Right. It's very cool. It's sort of like designing a bunker to survive vandalism instead of, a space for actual humans.
Exactly. But today, we're taking you on a deep dive into the surprisingly fascinating world of advanced accessibility equipment. Our mission is to extract key insights about the incredible engineering behind the Pressalit brand of adult changing and shower tables. And I should mention right up front, this discussion is brought to us by Handy Washroom Direct.
And to really grasp what Pressalit is doing here, you have to put yourself in the shoes of a caregiver or, well, someone with reduced mobility.
Yeah, for sure. This isn't just basic institutional furniture we're talking about here.
No, not at all. It's about engineering actual dignity and physical safety into places like schools, hospitals, and private homes. We tend to prioritize raw durability over comfort, but Pressalit really flips that.
Well, let's start with their dry changing solutions, just to establish that baseline of safety. The sources highlight the CT4000 and 4100 series, and the specs are, they show a massive 500-pound weight capacity.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
And they also feature this 27.6-inch electrical height adjustment range.
Wait, really? That's a massive range.
Yeah, it basically goes from about a foot off the floor to like over 3 feet high.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's almost like the ultimate high-end standing desk, but the stakes are literally people's physical safety.
Yeah.
Does this dual focus saving the caregiver's back while securing the user, is that what defines their success?
I'd say absolutely, yeah.
Sure.
The engineering is totally focused on that dual problem. Like they have these gapeless safety rails.
Right.
And they put the built-in height switches right on the front edge of the worktop, which is just genius.
Oh, wow. So the caregiver never has to step away or take their hands off the user just to reach for a wall switch.
Exactly. Because if you're bathing a restless adult, turning your back for half a second is a massive hazard.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And how do they handle space? You don't always want a huge table taking up a whole room.
Right, so the CT4000 folds manually against the wall, while the CT4100 actually folds electrically to save space.
That's super smart. But, moving on to wet environments, that seems like a total nightmare for this kind of equipment. You've got water, electricity, heavy lifting, and slip hazards all at once.
It really is a tricky combination. But that's where they pivot to the SCT 2000 and 3000 series. They use totally different materials for water management.
Right, like the SCT 2000 uses that PVC-coated mesh cover, right? So the water just passes straight through instead of pooling around the person.
Exactly. And then the SCT 3000, which has actually won awards, takes a different approach. It uses these really comfortable polyurethane foam pads.
Which I assume isn't just for cushioning, is it?
No, it's actually about thermal management. You know how hard plastics and institutions just instantly sap your body heat?
Yes. It creates that terrible shock of cold on bare skin.
Exactly. But polyurethane foam doesn't do that. It feels warm to the touch. They even include a movable neck support. But the most critical mechanical feature is its built-in water collection tray.
Because if water is just splashing everywhere, the floor becomes a massive slipping hazard for the caregiver.
Right, which puts everyone at risk. So the tray sits underneath the table and uses a flexible hose to direct the water straight to a floor or wall drain.
Wow, so it completely eliminates the puddle on the floor.
Yep. And the safety rails on these wet tables are designed to be operated with just one hand. The mechanism is so smooth you can maintain physical contact with the user with one hand and, adjust the rail with the other.
So what does this all mean for you listening? To me, it proves that heavy-duty, highly cleanable equipment doesn't have to look or feel like a medical bunker.
No, it really doesn't.
Oh.
It can be sleek and ergonomic.
And centered on human dignity, ultimately. It's a complete paradigm shift. We don't have to choose between a product surviving a public space and actually caring for the person using it.
I completely agree. It's just a totally different mindset.
You can browse Pressalit products at handywashroom.com. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. We started by talking about how cold and basic regular public infrastructure is. If we applied this exact level of empathy and meticulous engineering to all everyday infrastructure, from public transit to grocery stores, how completely could we reshape the world for people living with reduced mobility?